Dorian, of course, having an impact on travel as well. In just the last 30 minutes, the airport in Orlando has announced it will be suspending operations at 2 a.m. tomorrow, just as a precaution here. And American Airlines is canceling operations at smaller airports throughout the state of Florida starting overnight. Ariel Placencia takes a look at the cancellations going on across the country.
So anytime you travel during a holiday weekend, it can be stressful, but factor in a hurricane and that can make things a bit tricky. Now, thankfully here at DFW, we're not seeing too many issues with canceled flights, but that's of course a different story for all those cities and airports right in the path of Dorian. FlightAware is reporting over 1,000 canceled flights today, and Florida airports account for the bulk of these cancellations, specifically Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, and Palm Beach. Take a look at these numbers. Over 540 cancellations at Fort Lauderdale International today. Officials closing this airport just a few hours ago at noon. Meanwhile, more than 280 cancellations were reported at Orlando International. And at Palm Beach International, all flights were canceled today, inbound as well as outbound. The airport tweeting that they are completely closed today, encouraging passengers to contact their airline. Now, there are some airlines, including American and Southwest, that are waiving fees and offering to rebook flights for passengers flying to certain cities in Florida, as well as Georgia and the Carolinas. Many of the coastal counties in those states are under evacuation orders. And we're getting an idea of just how much damage Dorian has the potential to cause as we look at all these pictures and videos coming in from the Bahamas. The airport there is reportedly under several feet of water. These images providing just a glimpse of Dorian's power as it inches closer and closer to Florida's coast. At DFW Airport, I'm Ariel Placencia.